Hey, what's happening, guys? Today I wanted to talk to you specifically about myths about buying foreclosed homes. This is a topic that comes up much more frequently here lately because we have such a limited inventory of homes on the market. Foreclosures are becoming more commonly acceptable for buyers that I'm working with as potential homes that they're willing to look at. So let's dive right in and talk about these myths and how to dispel them. The first one we have here is that you have to pay cash when you're buying a foreclosed home. That is absolutely not the case. Not only that, it depends on the stage that the foreclosure is in. If they're at sheriff's sale and you're going to an auction to buy that property that day when it's being foreclosed on, then yeah, you're gonna have to have cash same day on that sale. But if it's already been foreclosed and it's actually listed with an agent, most of the time you're going to be able to get a mortgage on that property and be able to secure that and go through the loan process like you would on any other purchase. Another myth that a lot of people believe is that you're not allowed to have a home inspection. This is absolutely not the case, and not only is it not the case, I highly recommend having a home inspection on any property that's foreclosed. The reason on that is because they're gonna be sold as is. The bank who owns the property is not gonna do any repairs most of the time. Now, I have heard of some instances where that is not the case. They do come in and do some repairs, but I'm pretty much gonna tell everybody who's looking at a foreclosed home, you're gonna be on the hook for everything that comes up in that home inspection, or if something major comes up, you have the opportunity that you can cancel that contract and get your earnest money back. So, always make a home inspection part of the contingencies when you're making an offer on a foreclosed property. Another big one is that all foreclosed properties are going to require major renovations. Most people think that because they've seen these shows on TV or they've heard horror stories about foreclosed properties that have been destroyed. I've actually done an entire video on different things that people have done to their home during foreclosure to destroy it before they lose the property. But the truth is, foreclosures actually happen for multiple different reasons. They're not always destroyed. Sometimes you can walk into a foreclosed home and not even realize that it is a foreclosure unless the person tells you that when you're going into it, because it's been so well maintained that maybe somebody passed away and they had no estate in place or had no family to take it over. Or it could just be that they had a job change and something happened in their life that they weren't able to make the payment anymore, but they didn't want to destroy the property. So just because a foreclosure is on the market doesn't necessarily mean you shouldn't take a look at it, because there may be in better condition than you expect. This is a big myth that I've touched on before in a different video, but that's most people think that buying a foreclosed home means you're gonna get a good deal. That is not necessarily the case. Some people think that just because it's foreclosed means that the bank's willing to take a significantly lower offer than what the property may be worth. Banks are still trying to get profit back. They've already lost some money on the deal 9 times out of 10, but they want to make sure that they maximize their profits when they're selling it. So you may see a foreclosed property in the neighborhood of $200,000 houses and think you're going to walk in and be able to pick it up for $100 grand. That may not be the case. You really need to make sure that you take a look at what they are offering the property for and talk to your real estate professional, because they may know some different negotiating abilities that you might have. But to be completely honest with you, you're probably going to be coming close to paying sticker price on those properties. Another one that comes up all the time is if you buy a foreclosed property, there are going to be hidden costs. That may or may not be the case, but guess what? That may or may not be the case with any property that you pick up. The truth is you're never going to know specifically all of the hidden costs that may come up from hidden or latent defects in the property until you start going in and doing the renovation. Another hidden cost that people are scared of are liens on the property. Now again, if you're going and buying that property at a sheriff's sale auction, you're going to pick up those liens and you may have those hidden costs that you're not aware of. But if it's already been foreclosed on by the bank and it's put back up on the market, a lot of times they get all those cleared and they're ready to go, so you don't have any additional hidden costs coming up on your end. Now, the final myth that a lot of people hear or a lot of people talk about is that foreclosed properties are risky purchases. Guess what? Any real estate you buy has some inherent risk. Making sure that you have a real estate professional who knows the process, who has sold foreclosed properties before and knows how to walk you through every step of the transaction is absolutely imperative, not just on foreclosed properties, but any home you're hoping to buy. So if you got the right professional in your corner, they're gonna make sure to get you through the whole process nice and easy and nothing to worry about. These are just some of the risks that a lot of people have heard about, or a lot of myths that people understand or believe about buying foreclosed properties. Make sure you check the link in the description of this video to the article where I found this information, and like this video and share it with your friends.